G'day guys and welcome back to NS2HD. In this video I'm going to be giving you a walkthrough of the command tech trees of both the Marine and Alien teams. Now this is still the alpha and it is still build 151, so the tech tree options available to both teams are quite limited. Nevertheless, they are interesting and I'm going to walk through them both, and I'm going to point out some of the coming soon features that are greyed out in both tech trees. I'm going to start with the Marine team. Oop, that's random, and I'm going to do this in such a way that people who are unfamiliar with NS1 will also gain an appreciation for how natural selection works as a game from the commander perspective. So you can see I've joined up as a Marine, but there's no one else on this server, so play hasn't started. Now if you're in the alpha and you've bought the special edition and you want to play around, a great way to do it is to bring up your console and type cheats 1. Because that will start the game with only a single player in the game and allow you to explore like I'm about to now. For the sake of time, I'm going to use the cheats to give infantry portal, like so, and give armory. It's very likely that you will be familiar with both these. Now when you build your armory, you will be inside it, so simply type kill, and you will be free, and then you can cheat spawn outside again. There we go. Okay, so armory and infantry portal placed. I'm going to jump into the command station and get my map build bots to finish building both those buildings. Now, the idea in Natural Selection 2 is that technology is given through tech points. Now, you can see that my command share right now is sitting on these this little yellow bordered blue glowing thingamajig, which is called a tech point, and there are other tech points around this map. There's one over here, there's one in the center of the map over here, and there's one somewhere, there it is, next to the alien hive, which will spawn on that tech point, which is blacked out at the moment. Now you can see that the build bot has several options that are grayed out because they require a command facility. You can see build observatory requires command facility, or build robotics factory requires command facility. And to get a command facility, we can go to the command chair and find the command facility upgrade button, but it says requires 2 command stations. So we need 2 of these, which means I need to place a second one of these on a tech point, and I'm going to place it on this one over here. Now to do that, you would normally require more resources, but I'm cheating, so my resources are okay, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to build an extractor on this resource point to gather more resources. So you can see the little build bot paths its way to the resource point and drops an extractor and starts building it. Spare Marines, if they're following your command orders, can also help build extractors. And if you're a pro StarCraft 2 player, you'll be interested to know that you can use hotkeys. I can press BE to drop an extractor. So there's going to be some crazy micro and macro on with NS2 commanders. Now while they build those, you'll notice that the command view is very cluttered. There are pipes and textures and placeholder textures all over the place, cluttering up his view. This won't make it into the final game. The view in the final game will be clear. There is a flag that is used in the Spark map editor that allows mappers to flag textures that they don't want the commander to be able to see. So when the game is fully polished, none of these textures will be visible. This pipe won't be visible, none of this roofing or all of that will be visible, and there will be a clear view down onto the battlefield. Alright, so I've got the resources now, so I'm going to bring a build bot back to this tech point.
Right away, Commander.
And I'm going to say build command station. Get over here. Alright, build command station. Where are you going? Get back there and build. That's better. Now you can see that it's constructing, and you'll also see that sculpts aren't going to be able to simply run in and bite a build bot's building as soon as it's dropped, because health and constructing points scale. So you can see as construction increases, health increases, and construction is slowly catching up to health. So there's a little bit of initial health, but full health is not reached until construction reaches 100%. As you can see, they're getting closer and closer, and it's going to finish constructing anytime soon. There we go, and you can see I've been given 2 more maps. I'll send one of those over here. I might build some more resource tiles over there, and you can see it's deployed and open, and now a second Marine, if available, can get into that command station and help the initial commander. And importantly, and the point of this video, my command station, which I'm sitting in now has the option to upgrade to command facility. But I in fact do not have enough resources. You can see that it requires 25, and I only have 24, so I've got to wait a tick for one more to appear. So there we go, 25, got 25 out of extractors, and I press upgrade to command facility. And that's very quick at the moment. I'm not sure whether that will carry through to the final game, but now it's a command facility. And that's where teching really stops, because as you can see, they say require command facility for the observatory and the robotics factory, but they are not available yet because they haven't been put into the game yet. So that's the marine tech tree. Okay, and I'm now going to move on to the alien tech tree. There was a little bit of lag there. So I'm going to jump out of my command facility there and do a little cheat and say J2, which will spawn me over into the alien team. The game is still going, but I've switched teams. Alright, so the equivalent for an alien is to jump into the hive by pressing E. And instead of max, I have drifters. And drifters do the same thing as max. They fly around the map and build structures for you. Now, as you can see, the resources are very high because the game has been running this entire time, so the aliens have been collecting resources. So, I will demonstrate the drifter dropping a resource tower. So I say build harvester. Sorry, they're not called resource towers, they're called harvesters. So if I could find a spare, there we go, there's a resource point, so that drifter will go over and grow that harvester. And importantly, here is the drifter creating a hive. So I press B and then V, and there we go. A new hive should be dropped on that tech point. There it is. It's spawned in and it's started to grow. That's the extent of alien teching at the moment as well. You can see that if I press build, there are lots of unavailable little buildings there. The crag has been confirmed, it's been made, the model is complete, and it will definitely be in the next patch. But otherwise, everything's grayed out and unavailable. So I'm going to jump out of the hive there and go over to this tech point. Whoa, there it is. That's an interesting rendering bug. But there's the hive, 73, 74, 75% complete, and you can see that the tech point down there is what it's going to end up crashing into. You'll also have noticed in the marine tech tree that there are a couple of things that were grayed out that look very interesting, such as an EMP blast for the Mac, and also the sentry gun, which you've seen in some previous videos, will be available in the next patch. So now that the hive's 100%, it should crash through and do a little animation and go into the tech point. Yeah, there it goes. Bang! And you can see it's putting its tentacles into the tech point, which is an interesting point. And the drifters are available. I've got 3 more drifters to play with now if I was the alien commander, and I can become a second alien commander and jump into this tech point and help command using it. Anyway guys, that's the end of this video. Quite basic, but I hope it was informative, and I hope you are looking forward as much as I am to the next patch where so much is going to become available and so many more gameplay options are going to be available. Don't forget to subscribe and visit unknownworlds.com. Thank you for watching guys. Goodbye.